Hello and welcome to Everyday Tarot, your daily dive into the divine wisdom of the tarot. I'm your host, Camille A. Saunders, healer, tarot enthusiast, and professional witch, and today I'm talking about tarot and amethyst. Whether you're a seasoned tarot reader or just starting to explore, this podcast offers daily insights, intuitive messages, and practical advice drawn from the cards. Each episode is designed to help you connect with your inner wisdom, find clarity in your decisions, and tap into the energy of the universe. Tune in every day, Monday through Friday, for fresh perspectives and empowering guidance from the tarot as interpreted by me. If you love the show, the best way to support it for free is by listening daily, leaving a review, and subscribing or following in your favorite podcast app. I'm offering a 12-week Tarot for Transformation live course starting at the end of September. Deep dive the first 12 of the major arcana cards with me as we embody archetypes and learn about how to transform ourselves through the tarot. Check out the full details at the link in the show notes. If you're interested in crafting your own tarot cards, maybe your creativity is coming back to you as we enter the darker months of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, you can go ahead and get my full workshop with the hour-long recording, my step-by-step method, examples of the cards I've created, journaling questions, and a PDF to walk you all through it for just $33. The link is in the show notes to purchase that now. I've updated my Patreon benefits to be bigger and better than ever, so if you want an individual card pulled for you once a month live on the podcast, join the Everyday Tarot Patreon family at the lovers level. I will be having another new moon collective tarot reading coming up. I believe I'll be doing it on the 22nd of September. The new moon technically enters on the 21st. So if you want to get you can certainly join me live for that, and after the collective tarot reading is when I do the individual card pulls. But if you want to check out what the new moon and collective tarot readings look like, you can look at the one I just did in August, on August 21st for the new moon in Virgo. You can watch the replay in the show notes. It's about an hour long, just as a heads up. If you're local to me, you can check out my Let's Talk Tarot meetup group. Come chat with other tarot enthusiasts, bring your favorite decks, and play with tarot and oracle cards all together. And if you're interested in celebrating the full moon, I will be holding full moon women's circles for the rest of 2025. Join my colleague Izzy and I under the glow of the full moon for an evening of connection, reflection, and ritual. This gathering is a space for all women. We'll be meeting at Thresholds Collective in Tacoma the first Sunday of the month to welcome in the full moon together. The upcoming dates are October 5th, November 2nd, and December 7th. If you're interested in my free PDF for the 2025 5-card tarot spread I created just for you at the beginning of this year, you can get that by joining my newsletter list. And finally, if you don't already know, I'm a sex and relationships therapist and coach, seeing clients virtually all over from my home office. I love working with queer, poly, and witchy clients. So if you'd like to work with someone that doesn't judge you, is witchy just like you, and helps you deal with anxiety, chronic pain or illness, communication issues, self-advocacy, and sex, head to my website and book a free consultation now to start your journey. You can find the links for any of these offers in the show notes or on my website, CamilleASaunders.com/everydaytarot, in addition to the images of the cards I pull on each episode. All right, so welcome to season 15, where I'm talking all about tarot and crystals. If you haven't listened to my other seasons yet, you can check those out. So today I'm talking about amethyst. So I'll get into a crystal description, we'll talk about qualities, and then we'll go into tarot card associations with each crystal. So I am going to be reading a bit from Stones of the Goddess, 104 Crystals for the Divine Feminine, a book by Nicholas Pearson. It will be linked in the show notes where they talk about all different kinds of crystals and obviously their associations with the divine feminine, which is perfect for this podcast. Anyway, let's see, magical uses. So I guess when we think about amethyst, description would be it's a violet colored variety of quartz. Its color is derived from trace amounts of iron. It's found worldwide. It's available in a wide range of crystal forms. So it has shades from like lavender to purple and violet. Its name means not drunken in Greek, as it was believed to cure inebriety, which is fascinating. Okay, so when we think about magical uses, it's associated, like qualities with it are protection, wisdom, psychic development, healing, purification, curse breaking, and devotion. It's associated with the elements of air and spirit. It's associated with the astrological signatures of Venus, the moon, Uranus, and then with Aquarius. It is the maiden goddess archetype, and the formation process is ingenious, or igneous, that's the right way to say that. So there's a lot of legends surrounding amethyst. It's been prized since antiquity. It's best known in the classic myth of the nymph Amethyst. The young nymph had set out to visit the temple of Artemis, the Roman goddess Diana, equivalent, for rites of worship and honor, but along the way her beauty catches the eye of Dionysus, which is sort of equivalent to the Roman god Bacchus, god of wine and revelry. On a drunken whim, Dionysus decides he should pursue Amethyst with the aim of sexual conquest. Amethyst cries out to the goddess Artemis during the chase, and the goddess takes pity on her devotee. To protect her from Bacchus's unwanted pursuit, Artemis transforms Amethyst into white quartz. An enraged Dionysus spills his wine over the nymph-turned crystal, and the drink transforms the color of the stone into the violet-colored amethyst. Having been sobered by the event, Dionysus bestows Amethyst with the ability to restore sobriety. Fascinating. So right in this myth, we see Amethyst being blessed by the goddess for her sincerity and devotion. It's long been used as a stone of protection, not just for warding off drunkenness, but also a charm against evil spirits, nightmares, and negative magic. It was once believed that when set in silver and worn while hunting, amethyst would attract wild game. Surely this is a holdover from the stone's association with Artemis and Diana, who rules over the hunt, and also the silver represents the lunar association. Amethyst is often linked to purification, protection, and sacred space. It's also seen as a spiritual cleanser in our more modern times. Its energy transmutes negativity into positive vibrations, making it the ideal stone to keep in your home environment. What else is in here? There's a lot, so I'm picking and choosing. So if you like what you have to hear, you can grab this book. I grabbed it at my local witchy store, Crescent Moon Gifts, in the Tacoma area where I live. It says, when you harness the power of amethyst, you uplift the vibrations of your space, both inner and outer, in order to build a sanctuary for the divine feminine. That makes me really think about boundaries, which I've been thinking a lot about in the last week, talking to folks about, working through some myself. So amethyst allows you to purify within and without by abstaining from beliefs and behaviors that pollute your soul and your environment. Working with amethyst provides you with the wisdom necessary to make life choices that reinforce your devotion to all that is sacred. It enables you to be more sincerely dedicated and connected to the goddess herself. Amethyst holds a spiritual frequency that engenders tranquility, wisdom, and dedication to your path. It is a stone that activates latent intuitive faculties, and it instills great confidence in psychic pursuits. It can be used in ritual for healing, spiritual development, and protection. Amethyst allows you to construct sacred space wherever you are, and it facilitates magical workings of all kinds. Wear or carry amethyst to receive the blessings of the goddess, and you will find that all aspects of your life become inherently more magical. How lovely. And I wanted to start with amethyst because I have always been a big fan. You may have experienced growing up, there are birthstones associated with each month that you're born in. I'm an Aquarius. I was born in February. Aquarius's association is with amethyst. And that was my birthstone growing up. And also I love the color purple. So amethyst has always been a fan of mine. I wear amethyst rings. I have an amethyst crystal, actually in the shape of a moon, which perfectly aligns with the reading that I did today. And yeah, I have lots of amethyst jewelry, some that's been given to me because it like was my birthstone, and that's very popular to like give women, or at least it was for me, like as a kid or for a graduation gift, to give like your birthstone jewelry. And I think of purple as this very like magical, deeply imbued spiritual color as well. So I feel like all of that aligns with this. So I'm not going to be, so we can think about, right, Venus, I would think of, right, we have protection here. So any tarot cards associated with protection, we have the sort of air spirit element. So maybe being associated with more of like swords cards, I would say, but I'm not going to be picking specific cards to associate with the crystals. I'm just going to pull cards at the end of every episode to see what message Amethyst has for us today. So I'm pulling from my Norse Goddess Rune Oracle for this episode by Rebecca Joy Stark and artwork by Shannon McLeod. This is a very red, spiritual, tree of life, grounded kind of deck. I'm enjoying getting to know it. So let's see, what message does Amethyst have for us today, especially as we think about protection, boundaries, the moon, sort of the intuition, spiritual, psychic connection as well. All right. Oh, I pulled a card that has purple on it. Lovely. I pulled Parabo Merkstav, number 22 from this deck, which is associated with the rune Vjor, about secrets, hidden truths, and risks. We actually, in the imagery, have like a person sitting down. They have a huge like elk or reindeer like skull placed over their face, like a mask. And then we have all these purple tones, and they're wearing like a purple shirt, I believe, and just behind them, almost like an aura. So Vor is the goddess whose name means the careful one. Vor is the goddess of wisdom, the inquiring mind who takes nothing at face value. Vor, goddess of awareness, who can uncover the hidden truths lying within. I am Vor, goddess of awareness. I'm the careful one, wary of unfairness. I see hidden truths where risks are unwise. May Parabo Merkstav help you uncover lies. So Vor is a cautious goddess, the untrusting one who carefully judges people on their actions, not just their words. She is careful and aware, uncovering deception at every step and never falling prey to gullibility. She checks and double checks before making crucial decisions and acts with caution, knowing that actions speak louder than words. And I think that this is the very important part with boundaries. We can say all we want about our own boundaries or what we're holding, or we can put them up with others, but if we're unwilling to uphold them by walking away, cutting off contact, setting your own, like removing yourself from the situation, unfortunately, it doesn't have the same impact. There are a lot of people who are going to push against your verbal boundaries because they don't see them as important, or they don't listen, or they talk over you. But right, this card is reminding us, Amethyst is reminding us that actually, right, like we can't fall prey to people's words all of the time, because if their actions don't reinforce that, then their words don't really mean anything. Vor is not placated with honeyed words, fake smiles, or sparkling eyes. She is aware of the menace behind the eyes, the poison lacing the words. She can read your aura, analyze your vibration, and has the power of true awareness. This rune is associated with secrets. It warns of hidden truths, deception, and lies. Be mindful of those around you. Be cautious when moving forward and looking within to discover what your intuition is guiding you to do. Parabo Merkstav may also signify you're afraid to take a chance. You fear stepping into the unknown. And I think a lot of the time this is what setting boundaries, especially when we're new to it, feels like. Knowing sometimes life throws curveballs at you, sometimes things are beyond your control, right? That can help us let go of guilt while accepting responsibility for past actions that have stayed to your present moment. Be an active participant in your own life. The game will go on without you, and you may miss wonderful experiences if you never step outside your comfort zone. The only one you can truly trust is yourself, so listen to what your higher self is saying. Trust your intuition, be clear in your convictions, set attainable goals, and trust in your abilities. Stand in your truth and take each day as it comes, for the truth will be revealed when you are true to yourself. And I think that's such a perfect message. Thank you, Amethyst, for sharing that with us about boundaries, how we protect ourselves, right? Which is also that like we don't allow ourselves to, again, kind of be taken with other people's words if their actions don't align with that. All right, so again, that was from the Norse Goddess Rune Oracle. And if you'd like to join me on the journey of using the tarot for transformation, click on the link in the show notes to sign up for that or get more information. Links for the tarot decks I talk about will always be in the show notes and on my website if you'd like to look at them or purchase them. And thanks for joining me today on Everyday Tarot. Just as a reminder, the podcast comes out daily, Monday through Friday for all of 2025. You can email me, me@CamilleASaunders.com with your thoughts, questions, and more. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.